Hello friends, welcome to our video series. And before I start, I wanted to ask you to please head on to our YouTube channel or our Instagram page, herbalgoodnessco.com. Our YouTube channel is Herbal Papaya. And subscribe, like, share, tell your friends. There's lots of great info that we're starting to put out on our channels. And of course, check out our website, herbalgoodnessco.com. And I forgot to introduce myself, but my name is Unoma Okorafor, and I am the founder of Herbal Goodness. And we are the manufacturer of premium quality organic superfood, herbs, supplements, extracts, teas. And today I wanted to share with you all what an extract or an extraction ratio means when we talk about herbal extract, because we do get a lot of questions around this, and it's something that I really wanted to explain so that people can understand, and they can also be careful and be aware when they are looking at supplements, whether it's capsules or in the liquid form, so that they will know what the difference is when somebody says, for example, a 10-to-1 extract. So when it comes to herbs, herbs come in their natural form. They may come as leaves or stems, or the flower or the root. So that's how you'll get a herb. And then they can be processed in a number of different ways. So typically they are dried, and then they can be cut and sifted so that all the chaff and bad stuff is sifted out. And they can be cut into a tea bag cut, which then gets processed into tea, or they can be used as bulk herbs depending on the size on which you cut it. But they can also be ground and milled into a powder, and that powder can be provided to you as loose powder that you can add into you can easily add this into your juice or your smoothie, like the powders that you see in the stores. But the powders can also be put into capsules, and that's what you would see when somebody says, for example, papaya leaf powder capsules. There's a couple of great benefits that come with consuming the whole herb. And I will explain what I mean by the whole herb as opposed to extracting individual chemicals from the herb. So with the whole herb, you actually get its full spectrum of plant chemicals, which is called phytochemicals. And that's because the herb's phytochemicals actually work together in synergy to give us an amazing health benefit. And we don't always know how a single plant chemical performs on its own when it's extracted from the whole herb, which can be done in a lab. Chemically, you can get, for example, you can extract, say, vitamin C. So you could see vitamin C to be a component of a herb. But that vitamin C can be taken into a lab and extracted from the plant and used on its own. But the effect of using vitamin C that has been extracted and standing alone might be different is different from using vitamin C as a component, as a phytochemical that has not been isolated. So it usually is far richer, as all the phytochemicals work really well together. And this is really how nature has made it. Also, because the preparation of herbs tend to be very simple, when you get whole herbs in this form, they tend to be less expensive than other forms. There are some things you should be aware, though, of whole herbs. The downside is that they generally are not standardized, And what that means is that from batch to batch, or from vendor to vendor, from source to source, they may contain slightly different compositions. And so sometimes that makes it a little difficult to judge the quality and the potency that you're getting from these herbal extracts. And often you would need to take a lot of herbs to see the benefits. And that's why we're told to eat lots of vegetables, because it does take a lot of these herbs to see the benefit that you're looking for, to really get the benefit of these phytochemicals. And now here's the kicker with extracts that really we are very excited at Herbal Goodness to explain to you. So actually, compared to whole herbs that are sometimes in the powdered form, or in the tea form, or in the bulk herbs, extracts are a lot more potent. And this is because of the way they are made. So to make an extract, we would use different types of solvents. We at Herbal Goodness would use a combination of glycerin and water, or apple cider vinegar. Some people use alcohol as a liquid extractant, and some people use even some really harsh chemicals, so you really have to be careful and read your labels well. We never use alcohol and harsh chemicals at Herbal Goodness. But the main point is that these extractant liquid, the herbs are soaked in this liquid for an extended period of time. The liquid is actually able to pull out or draw out the beneficial parts of the components of the plant, and to still keep those components in their phytochemical composition. And the liquids actually also can act as a preservative. So usually with extracts, you don't need to add any additional preservatives, unless you're using some weird sort of extractant. And for powdered extracts, the liquid extractant is then evaporated off, and so you are actually left with an extract powder. The good thing with extracts, herbal extracts, is that they contain the full spectrum of the plant's chemical, and the extract can then be standardized to a marker of potency or consistency. And this standardization of potency is typically done by measuring the amount of at least one or sometimes two of the phytochemicals that have been researched and identified as being beneficial to the human body. So for example, with our papaya leaf extract, I have our papaya leaf extract, and you can see that our papaya leaf extract, if you look at our label, this is actually a 10-to-1 extract. And so you would look for the positive phytochemical. It could be vitamin C or vitamin E or papain or any other extractant. And you would then standardize these components and make sure that that particular component is at the expected level that we would expect that it should have. And if it's at that expected level, then we can expect that the remaining phytochemicals in that plant's matrix should also be at the right level. So just wanted to show you and make sure that you're aware that when you're using an extract, this again is our papaya leaf extract liquid. So this is the liquid, this is the capsule. These are a 10-to-1 ratio. So make sure you're looking, because the extraction ratio will be indicated in the label. So a 10-to-1 extract ratio means that 10 parts of the herb have been used to 1 part of the extractant liquid to make that supplement or extract. And so that results in a liquid or in a powdered extract that has the active component that is 10 times as concentrated as what you would expect to get with a single herb, either as a powder or as a tea. So you can see that an extract, especially when you have an extract of 10 to 1. Sometimes you have 2 to 1, or you'll have 4 to 1, or 6 to 1, 10 to 1. I've even seen extract ratios as strong as 20 to 1. These are not very common and very difficult to achieve depending on the herb. But you can see that this is a very strong extract. And so beware that it's different from just taking a powder of the herb and putting it in a capsule. Because sometimes we get the question from people who say, hey, your papaya leaf extract capsule is so expensive. It's very expensive compared to XYZ brand. And what I say to them is check the extraction ratio. Because this, my friends, is a 10 to 1 extraction ratio. And this is a 10 to 1 liquid extract ratio. And which means that it is 10 times as potent as just taking the regular herb, powdering it, and giving it to you. So to take a liquid extract, I would recommend just taking the dose that has been specified, and as much as possible trying to get it under the tongue, as this helps it go straight to the bloodstream faster than other methods of delivery. I'm sure a lot of you know that. And so you can notice the effects much sooner. And so that's the recommended way to take a liquid extract. Of course, it depends on the herb. Usually the problem with this way is that the extract is usually bitter. It has a strong, perhaps unpleasant taste. Plus, if you are taking an alcohol-based liquid extract, you may end up drunk or causing problems for your liver or your digestive health. This is where our glycerin extract really shines and comes into play. Like I mentioned earlier, at Herbal Goodness, we only use glycerin water to provide our extract. And with glycerin, it actually has a really great property, because even if you drop it into another liquid, if it's hot or cold, it doesn't lose its bioavailability. The glycerin is able to encapsulate the phytochemicals that come from the herb, and so you don't lose the potency. And this is great, because if this is difficult for you to taste or take, then it's easy to mix it in your tea or in your coffee or in your smoothie, blend it with your smoothie, and you are still getting 100% of the health benefits you would get if you were taking it direct. So you would be good to go there. Of course, the alternative, which is my favorite, is when the extract has been provided as a capsule, as we do with all our extracts. We try to provide all our extracts as a capsule. And for me, capsules are very easy to swallow. There's no taste, at least for me. I don't have any problems taking capsules. And I can throw it into my purse or into my luggage if I need to travel. Quite versatile, I think. But I have to say, I understand people. I have friends who don't like taking capsules at all. They are not able to swallow that capsule. They don't like the feeling. And so for them, I would recommend that they stick to the liquid extract option, which we also provide in a small size, in a one size travel size pack, which we've made more potent. So you can take that, it's more portable, throw it into your bag, throw it into your luggage, and you will have no problems traveling with that as well. So my recommendation when it comes to extracts, please read the labels and only buy from reputable companies like Herbal Goodness. And make sure you understand what you're getting in terms of potency. And if you're expecting something to work really fast, go for the highest extraction ratio. Buy from a reputable company and check us out. Herbal Goodness is here to provide the best quality herbal extracts in the market. 100% organic certified. It doesn't get better than this. We are the top quality premium provider of superfood herbal extracts. And we have them in supplements, in teas, in powders, in all kinds of forms. But I wanted to make sure I explain the extraction ratio to you guys so that you'll know what you're getting in an extract. All right, have a beautiful day and be healthy, stay healthy.